up here. All right. Nice picture on there. We did a little live stream on Facebook. It was short and sweet. I don't think but about 4 people seen it. But that's it. Didn't matter. First time. I just hit 100 on Facebook today. With Bear and the Boss Lady channel. And so I decided to do that over there. Anyway, today I'm going to do more of this small blocking stuff. I've got like 12 more pieces left. And then I got to cut up, then I got to mill up a whole nother log. So in the meantime, I want to try to burn up as much of this stuff, make as many little pieces as I can. So that's what I'm going to do. I got a fan running in the background, kind of keep a dust in control. What's going on, Roy? Glad to see you, buddy. But anyway, that is the plan. We're going to crank some of this stuff out. So I'll go ahead and get started. We'll see how she goes. Come on, turtle. or something? I don't want you to take my sound. Huh? I mean, I'd have to turn this on and turn my Bluetooth off. Or otherwise, you might take my sound. You got your phone with you? Yeah. Okay, well, let's just see what happens, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to lose sound. That's all I know. Heck yeah. What we got here? We got Donna McGee, William Shoup, Grandpa Tricky, Baby Kisses. Heck yeah. Glad to see you guys. All right, so we're making a little birdie. A little bitty birdie. And man, I mean, he's going really fast, too. Let's see. Let's move it like that. Okay. All right. Hopefully she don't take my sound. We'll see. So, can you still hear me, or does she take my sound? Let's see. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Oh, I'm guessing maybe she got it. Who knows? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, go figure. Okay, can you hear me now? All right, you can hear me. Okay, I want to make sure. All right, guys, thank you. All right, let's keep going with this little guy. It just blows my mind how fast I can make these. Guy's cute. What do you guys think? Clean up his beak a little bit. He'd probably be all right. Let's sand him. Yeah, if you move that fan, it's a lot closer than I intended it for it to be, because she couldn't get out without moving it. So I guess it is what it is. But anyway, clean the beak up a little bit. I guess we give you the eyes first. The burr I got in is too big. So let me switch that. Especially if the Cardinals is too big. Now that's just a different way of going about it. You know, I think about different ways I do it. Like when I've been doing 4x4s, I would take the 4x4 and treat it like a triangle. when I'm doing rounds, you know, you're just working on a piece of round. This is a piece of square. I really had no choice but to attack it from like, treat it like a square. Is the only way you could really get to it. So it's a little different way of making it, but you know, it's just not, you know, definitely cute. There's that. Let's burn it. Let's burn that dude. I got so much stuff tangled up here now. I ain't fine. It's gonna have to work. It's gonna have to. You know, you know. If you know, you know. Heck yeah. Whoa! This plenty of burn. What's sand I do with this giant crazy flap sander I made? I'm sure it looks crazy, but it works. All right, let's take that thing off there and go for something else. Where's the drill, Mr. Drill? Where are you hiding from me? Can't be very far. There I found her. Yeah, that flap thing over there. That's a fun tool. Oh, I like it. I'm not saying it's for everybody. Yeah. Anyway, that's a cute little guy.
Hello. How are you today?
Okay. All right, we'll set him over here on the ladder and pull up another block. This block is a good bit smaller, but that's okay, because that bird, you know, the tail and stuff is longer. Smaller is more of a challenge. Smaller it is, but there we go. Okay. Same thing though. Gotta go about it the same way. I'm not even on the screen, am I? There we go. We don't have a lot of mosquitoes around here. I kind of wonder why. I don't know. I'm trying to get it figured out. He's good enough. Let's give him some eyeballs. And, I mean, that's tiny. That's tiny, ain't it? Okay. Let's give him some eyeballs. And yeah, then we'll get him burnt and flap sanded. I'll have to do the beach too. Yeah, not too bad. All right. Yeah, keep cranking this little stuff out. I think I'll make something different. This guy's tiny, like look at his tail and all that. But he's like almost realistic. It's just a little bit bigger than the real stuff. I mean, that's tiny. What I like about it is, they don't take that long, and they're easy to sell. So, yeah. I had some bears from last week, little tiny bears, that I got coated and all that. And also took 4 of them to Appalachian Art in Rockbridge, Ohio, and dropped them off. And already sold one. You gotta watch the combs. Last night I was doing some of these and I chipped the comb clear off, but it worked out all right. I pulled this thing out, I think. It's the way it's working out, it's not very good. Okay, I got them on a 3-way so I can get that fan away from me a little bit. Anyway, it's a really sensitive 3-way. It's got to be plugged in all the way. Whoa! Well, I haven't had that happen before. Hey, that is not... Oh, that's hilarious. Look, that got caught in there. And it ripped the cord clear out of the drill. Hey, it ripped my skin even. Hey, how about that? They got caught on the off thread. Well, I haven't had that happen before. I guess it was the first time for everything, right? Man! Okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to do to cover this finger up. Yeah, she got a pretty good little flesh wound there. I don't know. I just got caught up. Hey, I'm inexperienced with that crazy tool, so things can happen. Yeah, we got to get a Band-Aid for that when she gets back, but I think I can keep going until she does. It's pretty good. All in all, it's pretty good. Not too bad. The tail's a little dark, but I'm going to have to unplug that. Which plug is that? I think it was this one. Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, ripped it clear out of the drill. I guess that can happen, right? I mean, anything can happen. But it caught me. You know, and it's rare that I ever get hurt at all. Look at that. Cut my finger pretty good, you know? Not too bad. I mean, you think about how many videos I've made and not had even the slightest little accident, really. And that one there, I mean, I didn't feel it. I just happened to look at it and see it was bleeding. So, anyway, and that red is paint, just so you know. Yeah. But I'll have to tape her up till she gets back. Have the boss lady get me a Band-Aid. Because I can't stop, you know. I'm not going to stop. Anyway, it's a cute little guy. I mean, he's got a little bit of a goofy little thing in his forehead. But other than that, I mean, he's cute. He's almost realistically sized. That's the thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix my drill. So anything I make for now, I'm going to have to come back and sand it later. So I don't really want to make none of those and not burn them. So yeah, it's not bad. It's just skinned it. It just skinned the skin. Kind kind of like, I don't know, seemed like something I would do when I was doing something else. But not this. But yeah, I caught that cord and I just didn't catch it. And that's an issue for me. I gotta slow down. It's hard for me to do that. I don't know if I ever will be able to do that. I don't know. Okay. All right. What I do know is we're gonna make another something. And this will be a bird, but I'm doing it in a triangle. This piece here was a good piece to use as a triangle, so we're gonna do it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let me see. I'll put some masking tape. It's not really bleeding anymore. It just needs something. It'll need washed out later and whatever, but I'll put some masking tape over it for now. Yeah, just keep it clean. Keep them adding dirt to it. Okay, what do I do? My headphones. Headphones. Yeah. Hey, look at this. Okay. I was part of a blue man. I got a blue finger. Heck yeah. What we got here? 2 trucks. Well, thanks, Heidi, for helping out. Yep. Thumbs up, thumbs up. All right. Let's make something else. Okay, well, we kind of expected that. Let's step back for a minute. Put some fuel in this baby. You know what? I don't have that finger. I'm gonna have to use a tool. I can't get the scratch to get the fuel open because I can't do it without that finger. Okay. So this little guy's coming out all right so far. Not too bad, not too good. But that's pretty good. I'm happy. If I'm getting 2 pieces, I mean, heck, I'm halfway through or a third of the way through this one. If I'm getting 2 1/4 pieces or so out of tank of fuel on this thing, making them little guys, that's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. I got to keep the green piece and all the solar power people have me not spill gasoline all over now. Everybody knows I spill too much as it is. And I mean, I really do. I'm not trying to make light. Yeah, I am trying to make light of it. Don't lie. You are. Yes, you are. Trying to make light of it. That was a freaking Greenpeace ship with a harpoon will show up in my front yard all of a sudden and tried to shoot at me with a harpoon or something. I don't know. Like they would the Chinese, and the Chinese as they were trying to fish for whales or whatever, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't saying that stuff's good. I'm sure it's fairly despicable, but I don't know. I'm just being an idiot. Don't pay attention. Heck yeah. Back on the target. but I can at least burn it. Okay. Yeah, striper. Shouldn't take much either. Yeah, I'll have to fix that, take the cord apart, rehook it up in the drill. Fun. I could do the eyes too. Let's do the eyes real quick. I did that one a little different. With the way I did the face and stuff. I've never done one like that. It's kind of neat. I thought so. All right. Still got 2 electric tools. 2 out of 3, it ain't bad. He's pretty cute. How's that look on there? Yeah, you can see he's pretty cute. I mean, he's about life size, you know. I mean, literally, he's just a little bit bigger than life size. And I mean, to me, it's just crazy that I've got the point where I can carve stuff that small. Uh-oh, my gas is on. Yeah, it sucks that I can't flap stand it right now, but that's my fault for not paying attention and sucking that cord up. Way it goes, wasn't being careful. Yeah, it was the way I had it with this 3-piece where I was running that fan. And in the end, the fan ain't really doing much for me anyway, so kind of got screwed overall, didn't I? That ain't right. I screwed myself overall. It was a cute little guy. Look at the face on that thing. Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm sitting over here on the ladder and make another something or other. Let's make something different. Here's a little piece. We could make a little owl or make a bear out of it. One of the two. It could maybe be a standing bear or an owl. Let's do, I don't know. Let's screw him down and then we'll decide. Let's see. That's gonna. He's going to be an owl, you're going to pitch him forward. Hang him in the middle. So that's going to be a really small owl. Because that's what we're making. I could also turn it into a mushroom. Now the thing about the mushrooms is, I'd like to do some of them, but if I take and, you know, you really can't do it right without that flap sander. Yeah. I don't know, baby kisses. I'm just a rockhead. You know what I mean? Okay, all right, let's make it happen. It's just gonna be a little round-headed owl of some sort. Tweety, we'll call it a Tweety owl. It's gonna be a Tweety owl. Mrs. Tweety owl to you. No. Okay, headphones, where we at? How long have we been? We got three done so far. Since 4:15, it's about not even 5 yet. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I could do a toadstool out of that, couldn't I? Yeah. It would be kind of a small one though, baby kisses. I don't know. I mean, I got some other pieces that I could make a round. I don't know so much about a toadstool, but yeah, I mean, I suppose. Okay, yeah. gonna carve a little mushroom out of a piece like that, why not put a little morel in there and give it a place to hide, you know? I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to see that it's there. I guess I could dig that out just a little bit more right in there. Let's see. Let's see. As good as that's going to get. I wish I had my flap sander working because that would be a pretty cool, the morel anyway would be pretty cool. Look at that. Right at the end, I exposed the screw. Oh well, hopefully I didn't tear my chain up too bad. Well, I know it's going. I can burn the whole piece pretty good. And I'll just have to come back to it later. I'm hoping it don't snap its up. One thing I prefer to do now is sand the mushroom top. It's going to do the top a lot better job. Nice and smooth. Let's make something else. I'd get an idea if I damaged my chain or not. I've never seen any sparks or anything. And it looks like, I don't know, it looks like I cut that tip pretty good. So you'd think it would hurt the chain. I just sharpened that chain before the live stream, so whatever. I don't know which one to hit, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, there's a little morel in there. And it don't look very good right now, but when I take and flap sand that down, it'll make it look pretty nice. In fact, the flap sander has been making some pretty impressive morels compared to what I've been used to. All right, so let's see what else we got here. I'm still thinking owl. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I've got a lot of pieces that could be any or both. How about a bigger piece? Here, that's a bigger piece. That'll tell us if I jack that chain up or not. Turn this in this up. All right. Good bite on it. What do you guys think? Where we at now? Almost up to an hour. Heck yeah, we got 4 pieces in. What's up, Prod Mowry? Appreciate you being in there, man. Heck yeah, let's pull this back a little bit. And there we go. That'll be a little more reasonable to what it is. What's up, Michael? Yeah, man, I'll tell you, there've been you had a bunch of trees down. I hate to hear that. A mess always makes it hard to get around. Yeah, I'd like to carve a fish, baby kisses, but I just don't really have the pieces right in here to do it. But like Chris Poplin, man, he's been really killing it on those artistic type fish. I'm here lately. Really cool stuff. He's been making some really cool fish. Chris makes some really cute stuff, and he goes totally for the art. And I appreciate that. You know, He makes some beautiful stuff. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me look at it and find. Nah, just cut it. What do you think so far? All right. tight, right? Yeah. But anyway, it's not coming out too bad. We'll dig the beak out. We'll dig the beak out and have to shorten the beak a little bit. But that's what we got. Gotta work that side of the head down a little bit too. It's always nice to stop, take a look at it. I rarely do. But owls so good, little owls. All different sorts of little owls. So good. Big owls so good. Definitely. Big owls definitely so good. Now Big Gay Owls is a character. Big Gay Owl is a character on South Park. And I can't tell you how he sells. Alright. There's that. Check the roll. I can't open it. Gotta get something stuck in between there. Now why did I grab a wrench? What the heck? Yeah. We know why you grabbed a wrench. Tell me. Oh yeah, abuse me. Man, you guys are hard. Let's see. It definitely is oiling now. I had to clean it up in between the Facebook and the YouTube. And I shortened the chain while I was out. And the chain seems to be cutting good, despite the fact I hit that screw. There's some pumping here. Dracula. Look at him. He's an owl Dracula. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no doubt. Okay. This bug. Man, is that a big bug. Look at this thing. Heck yeah, that is one big bug. Look at that dude. He's like, I'm getting the heck out of here. This fat guy might step on me. All right, okay. Man, that's a big bug. All right, there we go. Bring him back around here. That's a little better show. Okay. All right, there we go. Heck yeah. Right there. Let's see what we get. decently happy with this light. Let's add some eyes. Let's give this dude some eyes. I mean, he's a pretty good sized owl, you know. I mean, it's kind of in a life size category, you know. Let's give him as big eyes as we can. And hey, if we can get 100 likes, that would be awesome. There's 97 right now, which coincidentally there was 100 people watching, so that's not bad, you know. I mean, I guess it's 97 likes out of 100 people watching, then too good or too bad amount there, you know. All right, let's see. Put this over here. Yeah, it's been the second time we've had like a little thunderstorm burst come through here. Not too bad. A little bit of rain, just enough to keep the grass a headache. You know what I mean? All right. I swear I heard that thing moaning. Oh, no, not again. Yeah, that's good. You got a little bit of a lump there where I pulled the line to on the eye on that one. Really, the only way I can even them is to push this one back a little more. This is all right. All right. See if we can't clean that beak up a little bit. Maybe. Just smooth him down. Let's get a little out of it. Not too bad. That's what I can't burn that much. Or sand it. It's a flat sander, but I'll fix it when I'm done with the wire and go ahead and clean it up. I hate to go back, but sometimes you have to. It's what it is. My fault, I broke the tool, right? What do you guys think? That look pretty good, pretty burn? Yeah, it's pretty cute, I think. Man, hey, Erwin, how's it going? Heck yeah. Be hard to work here because I wouldn't pay you. How about that? All right, okay. How come I can't get 3 more likes? What the heck? All right. Yeah, that's the reason it'd be hard to work here. I wouldn't pay nobody. Heck no. I don't want no employees. What the heck? I have to deal with the employees at my regular job. Not my favorite thing, I can tell you that. The hoodless has to be burnt until I can flap sand him, right? It is what it is. How much time we got? We got enough time to. I want to cut out 6 just because Zach Bice does a thing there at 6 o'clock, so I don't want to mess with that. What's up, Colton Everett? We got the shop's wood shop. Heck yeah! Hello, hello. All right. But yeah, I don't want to interfere with that. I figure about 6 if I can. I think I can get one more thing in there. One more little thing. Let's do it. What do you guys think? Heck yeah. Let's get it done. And that's our 5th piece. So we did 4 little pieces and a little bit bigger piece. And let's try to do one more little one. I didn't do any Burrs, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, let's put this over here. I didn't do any Burrs, so let's do a little Burrs. Let's see, is that a good piece for that, or is this a good piece for that? That's a good piece for it. Here is I call them micro Burrs. You know? I'll make it this little. Let's do it this side. There's some knot here, but there's really not right there where the ear needs to be, and that ear try to pop off. So I try to read the wood. I'm not that good at it, but I try. I want to get some lags too, because I'm down to my last 2 lags, and if I had to cut these out, I'd be in trouble. Yeah, I know. I got thicker lags, but they would be just kind of a headache to have to deal with, you know. So it's kind of a, you know, I don't know, one way or the other, or whatever. All right, let's run that like that, and then where do I put the saw? I remember setting it on something. I don't remember. It's crazy how it's right here, and I don't see it. Yeah, it's because there it is. I actually hit it this time. I can actually honestly say I hit it. Okay. How's that in the camera sheet? Yeah, that'd be about right. Okay. Yeah, hit the like if you haven't already. We need 2 more to get to 100. That'd be nice. And this is going to be our last one for the night. And I can't complain. I've made 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. I may make some more, but I'll do it on my own. Do we have enough time to make it worth it? Let's find out. Yeah, I can get it done. Heck yeah. Hey, we got 100 likes. It's like the script flip. It's 98 people watching and 100 likes. How about that? Last time I looked at it, it was 98 likes and 100 people watching. I'm like, come on. All right. Yeah, it is cool to get that many. I remember the old days when you got 25. You were excited. I think the most I've ever had in one live stream was like 400 or something like that. Whatever it was a lot. And it's like it had 300,000 views or something. And then everything was going good, and then I had the internet trouble there about, I don't know, 2.5 months ago. And it's never like really recovered to what it was, but it's still pretty good. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. At this point, I'm so busy, I don't really care. I'm just glad we got a community, and the community is what's important, you know. We all help each other. So, I mean, and you guys awesomely supportive. I mean, heck yeah, and everybody in this community. Sometimes I feel like a heel because I can't really support the community like it supports me, but it's because, heck, I'm working 2 jobs. It's really hard for me. I do this, and then I work my regular job. Come on, baby. There he is. He's kind of a cat bearer, you know. Let me change the burr back over. We'll give him some eyes. I gotta go back to a little burr, although bigger than the burr we were using for the Cardinals. Look at this other. About two times size. Yeah, about two sizes bigger than that one. And you're able to paint them to make the eyes cute. And even these are pretty tough to paint. You can paint them. I've painted a bunch of them already. But a cute little bear like that, you know, I mean, people buy them. So what we got? We got enough time to burn him? Yeah, we got just enough time to burn that little guy, don't we? He's a cutie, ain't he? Not too bad, not too good. Heck yeah. Yeah, somewhere between, depending on the venue, where we would get it, we would sell that little guy somewhere between 30 and $45, depending on the venue. Trying to figure out where you can get what after a while. There's that, and I gotta fix my flap sander before I can go any further with it. I'll have to redo the cord on the flap sander. But yeah, it's a cute little guy. Yeah, we can see what we got right here. Owl down there. A couple pieces right here. I can't wait seeing this one. I mean, the morels really come to life, and I mean that just looks like crap right now. But the morel will really come to life. Down there hiding underneath that toadstool. And Baby Kisses said make it. That's what I did. And I figured she'd know. Heck yeah. No, I didn't see her comment. What you got, Donna? Hit me again with it. Let's see. I can scroll up with it. Hey, Miss Francis, Runic, Woodchucker, Caleb. What's up? Looking to see who all's here before I get out of the way before, I don't want to get in the way. Bisis has this, they have like a talk show or something, kind of like Deland and them. Anyway, heck yeah, I got some of those. Caleb. Some of those icons there. Yeah, I've got some of them in the stuff now. Yeah, I don't know. There's just some things, Baby Kisses, that I don't think it's for everybody to make. And, you never know. Bice is at 6:30. Okay. Well, if I thought, well, Central Time, well, that'd be 7:30 my time. I thought he was 6 p.m. Does that mean I have more time? Because I can make one more. I can make one more piece. Heck yeah. Yeah, some things it's from some people making some things you're like, I shouldn't make that. Or, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, All right, let's see. Yeah, there's certain things you won't see me make. And it's just how I feel about me making them. You know what I mean? How about this guy? what I can tell you is God created animals so we can make little cute little animal things. As long as you're not bowing down and worshiping them, like this guy here. Does he look like he wants to be bowed down and worshiped too? I mean, I didn't think so. I mean, he doesn't look like, he looks like he wants you to hug him and then you realize how hard he is and you just put him on the shelf. Okay. Well, hey, if they're not on till, what is it? It was going to be 5, but there was someone else going live that he knows. Well, do I know who it was too? Or was it, it wasn't somebody we knew, Bill, that we hang out with? I'm guessing. If that's the case, hey, Natalie, what's going on? Heck yeah. Hi, Natalie. I hope you're having a good day today. I need a paint job and a sand job and all kinds of other things, and I'll be just fine. Okay, anyhow, yeah, we've got to make more stuff then if we got, nobody we know. Okay, well, heck with them. All right, we don't know. If they ain't in the community, you know what I mean? I don't want to jack the community, but if I don't know them, I guess I don't care either. Okay. I got this, let's do one more. I got this piece here. Then I could go for 2 hours that way. Oh man, those are flat. Flat cut? Yeah, those are flat. Yep, right here. There we go. Uh-oh, that battery died. I think I got another one there. My big battery's in there charging. I'm sure it's done by now. But these little 1.5s are 5 years old and they're junk. They don't have nothing. Nothing in them at all. Okay, yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong, baby kisses. I don't want anybody to think I'm anti anything. There's just some things that you don't feel like you should carve. And you have your reasons. How about that? Okay. Earlier, I got pieces of skin and flesh all over the place. I just kept going though. Yeah, see, I just taped it up. cardinal, we don't have no choice but to put the cardinal burr back in and give this thing little eyeballs, you know. Hey, I want you guys to think about something. And, you know, maybe reflect on if you believe that Jesus is going to return. And when he does that, he's coming with an army of angels in order to fight the battle of Armageddon. If you believe that, then keep this scripture in mind. Daniel 2:44. And it says, I don't have it in my hands or anything, I got it memorized. In the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom, and this kingdom will never be handed over to any other people. It will crush and put an end to all these kingdoms, and this kingdom alone will stand forever. Now, something to think about. Just saying. Nick, I guess that's why I bring this up. When that kingdom comes, when Jesus is seen coming in the clouds, I believe he's already here directing things. We just can't see him. That said, when he comes for all to see, fights that battle, who's he fighting that battle against? Whose side do you want to be on? I'm just saying. Because it doesn't matter necessarily right now, but it will matter then. We will have to choose. Just something to consider. All right, let's give, we're going to have to switch the burr over. I don't know. We could give this guy some great big giant eyes, you know what I mean? Let's see what he looks like. You know, he looks like an angry bird. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at the giant eyeball. He looks angry. He looks like he's going to kill us all. Okay. Alright. That looks okay. It doesn't look great, doesn't look good. Doesn't look like nothing in particular. Just looks like a bird. Give him a little burn. I'm gonna go in there to the doctor. Get her to the doctor nurse is in the house. Get her to fix up this inclement finger of mine with some bandages. And tell me how dumb I am and I need to be more careful. But you guys know, especially you women, these men need told that. And especially me. I mean, I'm the guy that chainsaw cars with flip-flops. You know, it's just because it's so hot. Now, if I was doing, I would like to lie to you and tell you, hey, if I was doing some bigger pieces in this heat, I would probably put on my boots and stuff and suffer too. But you guys have seen it. I kind of do the opposite this time. Why not? What I will tell you is, we got some really nice weather coming this coming week. And when I got the opportunity this coming week to do it, you guys couldn't even see me burn. I've done tore that mess up. While I got the opportunity to do it this week, I'm gonna make some, you know, some 30 to 45 inch stuff out of some big logs. Because I'm pretty much, all I got left of the last log I milled up is these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get more little pieces I can make little stuff out of. And I'm probably going to do that tomorrow just so I can get through them. That doesn't mean I'll do it. I might even do it tonight. That way you guys don't have to suffer through it and you can watch something else. Hey, yeah, picking it out of your nose. No doubt, woodchucker. Heck yeah, buddy. And hey, Caleb, you going to get on tonight? Double tub. Yeah, I got a double tub. See? Baby kisses. Yeah, I got them in there. Maybe double tub cows or make some cows. Natalie, don't be puking. You don't like to pick your nose? What the heck? Everybody's got to pick it sometimes, you know? I mean, you know, it's just, do you use your lead press-on nails, or what do you use? You know, I mean, get the job done. That's my daughter. She gets some fake nails, you know. And I always asking her if she'll do it for me with the pinky. And she says no. I just think that's selfish little girl. She won't help Dad get the buggers out, you know. I mean, kind of not happy about it. Well, I'll tell you, in this wedding, you know how it is. This weddings and stuff, it costs a lot of money. I'd like to take you guys around there and see the pool, but that thing looks good. That looked really nice. I'd like to take you guys around there and show you the pool, but the problem with it is, I go around there early in second. I mean, the other night, I got on the lane with Rusty and Vinny because everybody else was on there and ended up losing signal. So, you know, it's just not really reliable. Well, we made it to 2 hours. That's pretty good. I can't complain about that. But anyway, I would encourage everybody to look at that scripture, Daniel 2:44, and actually read the whole chapter of Daniel. And you see about a vision Nebuchadnezzar seen. No one could tell him what it meant, and he was going to kill everyone. He was going to kill everyone. That all his supposed seers and these people, prefects and satraps and all these fellas that were supposed to be able to help him and give him good advice. You know, kind of like a government has a cabinet of people today that are supposed to give them, you know, ideas. They throw ideas out about what they should do as a party or whatever. Well, anyway, he was going to kill them all. But when Daniel come to hear about it, he heard this from, ironically, who we know as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I can't remember their Jewish names, their Hebrew names. Those were their names they got given after they came into captivity and ended up in Babylon. Well, anyhow, they came and told Daniel that. Well, Daniel went and prayed to God to help him. You know, he trusted fully in God to give him an answer. And he sent a message saying, hey, the God of heaven, you know, our God, the God we worship, he will give me the answer. He'll tell me the answer. And it stopped Nebuchadnezzar from killing everybody long enough for Daniel to get in front of him. Well, in the meantime, he had a vision. Read about the vision. Do research. You can ask Siri. You can ask Google, Gemini. You can ask ChatGPT. What does those bodily functions of those towers or this statue, what are they supposed to mean? And it's interesting when you learn that, and especially when you find out about the feet. The feet is the most important part in our day. That's what I got. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to leave y'all alone. Appreciate y'all being here. We will be back tomorrow at probably our normal time, 5, I'm thinking. But that's what we got. Maybe we'll catch you there on Bites there later. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me. Come back when you can stay later, yeah.